Hi everyone, hope all of you are doing good. Now that UPSC has confirmed the date of prelims, mains, and interview, it's a huge sign of relief for every aspirant, be it a person who's been preparing since last 5-6 years or a student who is giving his attempt for the first time. It is the same feeling because there's certainty involved now. Things have settled and target has been set and the path has been laid. So it is now up to you to walk through the path and achieve your dream, isn't it? So this year the exam is going to be held on 4th of October. So that leaves you roughly around 118 to 120 days. So the most common or the most obvious question that would be running in our students' mind is how to strategize or how to effectively use this 120 days. And that's what I'll be discussing today. Before that, considering the present situation, I would like to quote Leo Tolstoy's saying, which says, "The two most powerful warriors are patience and time." Now that UPSC has tested your patience and you have endured it for the last 2.5 months successfully, it is time that you bring out the third warrior in you, and that is discipline. And this third warrior is what will actually help you in clearing this exam, right? Also, do remember one thing: the student who makes the maximum use of this 120 days is the one who would eventually succeed. Don't procrastinate because there are thousands and lakhs of students who are sincerely preparing for this exam and you shouldn't repent later saying that I should have used this 120 days effectively, right? So now what you have to do is set your priorities right. You and focus only on the preparation. It can be on fine tuning your preparation, or it can be working on your weak areas, but the focus should be only on your preparation. Fine. And this news of the exam getting postponed for 4 months has brought in both sadness and happiness in the student community. But what I would like to say here is this is a blessing in disguise. This is truly a blessing in disguise, provided that if you can effectively use this 120 days, right? So for now we have 120 days left for prelims, and for mains, which is going to be held in Jan 8th, there are 95 days left. So let's not focus on that. See, it is good enough time for you to prepare for mains, provided that this 2.5 months or 3 months, if you're effectively utilizing it for mains preparation. So what I would like to do here is I would divide it into three parts: students who are confident in prelims and students who are not confident in prelims, and how to go about current affairs. These are the three things that I would be discussing now. Coming to the first category of students who have revised 4 to 5 times, who have solved all the test series, and who are ready to give the exam on May 31st. For these students, what I would suggest is divide your mains preparation into three parts. One is optional, second is ethics and essay put together, and third is GS mains exclusive. Syllabus like it can be world history, it can be internal security, society, etc. So coming to the first part, that is optional, make sure that you are done with paper 1 and paper 2 of your optional before prelims. That is like at least by the end of August. Make sure that you are done with both paper 1 and 2. And also what you can do is take the previous 10 years paper and try to answer them. Right? That can be your strategy for optional. Coming to ethics and essay, you don't have to do it on everyday basis. You can dedicate 2 days in a week for ethics and essay exclusively. In fact, we are coming up with an integrated revision plan. You can follow that, solve the questions, and to top it up, what you can do is take previous year papers like from 2013 to 19, all the case studies and questions, the static questions given in ethics, that can be answered. And not only that, coming to the essay part, even if you're taking last 5 years paper in essay, every year you have 8 essays and you have to answer 2, right? So in that, so that makes up to 40 essays. So you can divide it into theme-based essays and philosophical essays. So identify the themes, like it can be international relations, women and children, right? Governance related. So you need to identify the themes and then the philosophical essays, right? So at least in a week you can write 2 essays. That is a bare minimum that you can do. Don't overdo it also, because what I would personally say is, give more importance to your optional. Try to cover that up and back it up with ethics and essay. So that can be the priority given. And the last priority can be given to mains exclusive syllabus. Fine. And have a hourly targets and daily targets. That is what actually will keep you focused and motivated. I have discussed this daily schedule in my previous video also. So do watch that. So I've given a daily schedule. So the ideal daily schedule, do that and divide your day into 2 2-hour slots, so that you can dedicate like three slots of 2 hours for your optional, and one slot for your ethics, or even for your one slot for your prelims preparation. It can be that way. Fine. And coming to the students who are not confident in prelims, right? So first and foremost thing is, make sure that you should have covered every topic, every subject at least 3 to 4 times. For example, if you're reading fundamental rights, you make sure that you've read fundamental rights at least bare minimum 3 to 4 times from Lakshmikant. Fine. And second thing that you have to do is get hold of a test series, or take your subscribed test series, right? And do solve all of them. Take it as a reverse engineering, right? That would be a better way, because that will act as 2 way of revisions, right? One is before taking the test. For example, if it is again fundamental rights, fundamental duties, and DPSP, go through the 3 topics before taking the test first, and then take the test. And after taking the test, when you get an answer wrong, go back to the standard book again and make a note of the wrong answers. Keep a separate notebook for that. So that is the second thing that you have to do. And third thing is current affairs. Focus and revise on current affairs. And if you feel that you can give at least 2 hours per day on your optionals, you can outrightly do that. At least 2 hours on your optionals, or 2 hours or 3 hours on your optionals can be given. So that can be your strategy, right? Now coming to current affairs, what you have to do is, you have to read current affairs at least till September 10th or 15th. Ideally speaking, you should be reading current affairs till 20 to 25 days before the exam, right? So, but don't get bogged down by the number of months now. Don't tell yourself that, okay, now the exam is postponed, you have to read another 4-5 months. It is not, because the courtesy Corona, right? Because 3 months, at least March, April, May, it was only on Corona, right? So focus on the months like from Feb, Jan, December, those till June 2019, and from the month of June, July, August 2020. These are the 3 months that you need to focus, apart from Jan and Feb and the previous years, right? So those 3 months you can just read any of the compilations of any website or any institute for that matter, and do revise the 60-day plan. Every question, because we have a good hit ratio in 60-day plan, so do revise 60-day plan. And also, you can, if you are not confident in a particular subject, you can join a PEP program which is available on Alcata basis. So you can check the quality, take the feedback, and join. So like Alcata basis, what do I mean by Alcata basis is, like, if you feel that you're not strong in economics, or if you feel that you're not strong in environment, you can join that, or current affairs for that matter. The 12 sessions taken by Tausif sir, you can join that. We are also coming up with a new plan, which is called integrated revision plan, wherein both your prelims and mains preparation will be taken care. It's free initiative. So we are coming up with a schedule which will be published very soon on the website. We'll make sure that we are always with you and keep you focused for the next 100 days. That is what I can assure you from my side. Yeah, what I would like to say here is, give your best every day. Give your 100% every day, and take one day at a time. And do respect time, because time is everything nowadays, right? So time defines you, time defines your career. Time is your life now, right? And also, don't repent later, saying that what if I could have done this, what if I could have done that, or what if I could have utilized this 120 days. So this ifs, buts, shoulds, and coulds should be completely transformed to I will do it. I will make a plan for the next 120 days, and I'll clear this exam in this attempt. And I wish that this be your best and the last attempt, right? And in fact, the pandemic has taught us many things, right? In fact, it has taught us how to fight uncertainty and adversity at the same time. It has also taught us how to adapt to changing circumstances. The entire lifestyle has changed, isn't it? So in fact, whatever videos that whatever words, keywords that I've mentioned throughout the video, that is patience, time, adaptability, discipline, are nothing but the most important features of a civil servant or a bureaucrat. Right? Make the best use of the opportunity, come out as a better individual, better human being, right? And do good for the society. Right? All the best, do well.